Shut up. Hey everyone, and welcome to Moonlight Grimoire. I'm Lynx, and tonight I am going to be celebrating the full moon with you guys tonight, and with my dear friends. I have Witcher.
Hiya.
His fiance.
Yes.
Gemini.
Hello.
And our good friend Toya Secret.
Hello.
She is going to be starting her own vlog very soon. It's not going to be really witchy. It's more just
Toya's secret.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
Toya's
Toya's
secret.
It's all about my secrets.
I'm so excited to hear it.
Anyway, so tonight we're actually going to be celebrating the full moon by telling ghost stories. This idea actually came to, well, me and a few, Gemini and Witcher, from watching the TV show / anime. Wow, I cannot talk.
He's sick.
A little bit.
He has a sore throat. Forgive him, you guys.
Yeah, please forgive him.
Yes.
Yes.
It's from watching the show / anime, Triple X Holic. It's a show that goes into an exploration of the supernatural and paranormal that coexists in the same world as ours.
Yes.
Indeed.
So, a little rundown of what you're supposed to really do for it from the show-wise is, to simplify it, because it was a simplified version, is each person has a candle, each person has a stick of incense, and each person has a story. And you sit, and you have a bowl of water, and a little thing to place the incense in as they burn. Which is going to be said this. You place the water in the southwest corner, which is apparently the unlucky corner. And each person then lights their own candle and places it in a corner.
We kind of just...
We kind of just did all our candles beforehand, so yeah, we're good. We each have our own incense, and Witcher is going to explain something else that one other little thing that we're going to add to this wonderful, scary story night.
Extravaganza.
Okay.
Witcher?
So, the little adaptation that we're adding to the ritual of the ghost telling story thing is that we're going to add to the mixture of sand is tradition. We're using sea salt instead because sea salt acts as a binding agent or even kind of like a neutralizing agent.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that we've added to the center of our sea salt is an orange candle. Orange is used to conjure up energy. So lighting candles that are orange are supposed to bring more energy and vitality, life force to what you're going to work with. Since we're dealing with ghost stories, we're going to be conjuring up energy to give our stories life.
Yep.
And then we take it one step further. We add a cinnamon stick. I'm going to burn the cinnamon stick, which is supposed to amplify that energy tenfold. So what we're going to do is basically, as we tell the story, we're going to try to fill our audience, which is supposed to be the other players, the other storytellers, with energy of fear and excitement and anxiety that is supposed to give their story, when they tell it, even more life. And it's supposed to just kind of build and build and build. So that's what we're doing.
Yay!
So shall we get into it?
You guys ready? Let us begin.
Let us begin. Okay. So if we could do a quick no mahio.
Ooh!
So hand over hand. There. Ready? So the chant goes, no ma-hi-o. 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 No ma-hi-o.
Ow.
Okay, now the cinnamon stick.
Great. It's just great. Candy.
Also, the burning of cinnamon in olden days was to tell you that if you ever smelt cinnamon when you shouldn't, it meant that a demon or a ghost was nearby.
BT Dub.
That's some
Toya's
folklore.
secret is very, very scared of ghost
Toya's
stories.
secret, never been through, well, actually I have been through something like this once, just once, and it freaked me out. And now I'm scared.
So now you are, used to the smell of burning cinnamon. You know what it smells like.
Smells good.
Yeah, it does.
So if you smell any more.
You know why, and know what it is. So who's telling the story first?
No, I don't have any good ones.
Come on, Toya Secret.
The best for last, you guys. The best.
Oh,
Save the best
really?
for last.
Okay,
yes.
Gemini, then it's your move. Or it's yours.
Nope.
Okay, fine, Lynx. Lynx goes last.
Lynx always goes last.
Fine, I'll go first.
I was about to, but go for it.
Okay.
Nudge real quick.
Okay. My name is Witcher to the audience. The story I'm about to tell you is up to you whether or not you believe it, but I tell you from the deepest, darkest parts of my soul, it happened to me, and I believe it wholeheartedly. My story begins where I am with a friend, and we are spending the night at an old house in his family's name. And he had told me horror stories about this place, about shoes going missing, about people sleepwalking and ending up outside, people running away, people starting fires in the middle of the night, and people even waking up the next morning with deep scratches in their chest and neck. And he told me that his family believes that a goblin-like creature, almost something that looks like the iconic figure of a goblin, lived in his house, and it would terrorize the people that lived there. So I didn't believe him, so we went out and spent the night at his family's estate house, and partway through the evening, we're asleep, and he wakes me up, and I feel this chill in the room. And I start to, I have the blankets are still up over my neck, and I start to look at him, and he is wide-eyed, and he's, gripping the bed, and he lets go of one hand, and he starts to point in the corner by the foot of the bed. And so I slowly move, and I look, and I don't see anything at first, and then I hear this rustling on the ground, and it moves from the corner to the opposite corner of the room. I try to catch it with my eyes, and I can't. And then panic sets in. And I don't know what it is. I can't see it. I was like, oh, okay. I'm trying to calm myself down. It's probably just an animal or something. It's like a squirrel maybe, or one of his cats. And then I look at the door. The door was completely shut. And we had gone to bed with the door completely shut, no animals in the room. So I was like, how'd they get in here? And it just kind of keeps back and forth across the foot of the bed. And then I don't sleep with my feet under the covers, so I had one foot out. And I felt this tugging, something with teeth almost. I'm feeling this biting on my feet as the thing is rushing around on the floor at the foot of the bed. And so I pull my feet underneath the blanket really quickly, and I push myself to the back of the headboard with him. And he is sitting there, and he's like, do you see that? And I was like, do I see what? And then I look at the foot of the bed, and I see this thing that looks like a little child. He's got his hands up like this on the foot of the bed, and he's looking, and he's just staring at me. And I was like, go away! And so I see his head go down, and then I just hear this shh, and it just moves to my side of the bed and starts charging towards the headboard. And so I start to move away, really frantically. I push my friend onto the floor, and then he He, honest to the gods, gets pulled straight underneath the bed. Okay, so
You could end story there. You
I'm
could
gonna end my
continue.
story. Well, okay. It actually continues.
Yeah, but that's a good part.
So I'm gonna stop it for now, but there's more to the story. Okay, that's my story.
Unless there's more scary.
Well, it involves a staircase, and it's not important right now, okay? It was the next day.
We'll just go.
The story is done for now.
Alright, okay. Next person.
Okay.
Could be you.
When you're done with
Or
your
it
story,
could be Ben.
like-
I hope it's about bunnies and rainbows and...
My story is not about bunnies and rainbows. So everybody as a child has their big fears from either stories their parents told them or movies they've seen or whatever. One of my biggest ones was from a movie, from the Neverending Story, and it was called The Nameless. That big black wolf that snarled and snapped at the screen
I
and
remember.
shit like that. So, yeah, it was just a really bad time for me because I was like, the Nameless is going to eat me wherever I went, at school, everything. Wasn't good. I lived at a duplex at the time, and I shared a room with my brother. There were 3 doors in this room. There was the door to the bedroom, a door to a bathroom, which led to the living room, and then there was a closet door. The closet door was completely closed after I watched the movie with my sister. And I was one of those kids where if I was scared at the time, I would check everything in my room. I'd check under the bed, I'd check doors, I'd check hallways, I'd look everywhere. And so I lay down to go to sleep. I lay my head on the pillow, and I felt like the room dropped about 10 degrees. And I was like, okay, so I'm cold, big deal. Cuddled up more in my blankets, heard some sort of noise.
What the
Which made
fuck?
me-
You guys hear that noise? What the... You guys hear that?
No.
So, this noise I hear makes me look around my room, and I go, there's nothing here, my brother's not home today, I'm fine, everything's okay, and my closet door in my bedroom just slowly, very slowly, noiselessly opens by about half a foot, if not more. And as a little child, I screamed at the top of my lungs. I ran into my mom's room, and there I stayed for almost 2 days. So,
Understand that. Understandable.
The animals are going crazy.
they are.
That's all I can hear right now. An echoing in my head.
So, Toya, secret, do you wish to go?
Okay, so I will tell my story, and it's actually something that, yeah, it's something I've experienced. But I want to say recently, but I think it was about like less than a year ago, probably less than a few months ago, maybe a year ago. I don't know. All right. Okay. So you guys know those steps near that community college, the falls?
The 1,000 steps?
Yes, the 1,000 steps. Yeah, everyone's been telling me stories like, don't go up there. If you reach the top, anyone who goes up to the top of the steps never makes it alive. That's what everyone's been telling me. And I was like, shut up, you guys, just shut up. So me and my coworker.
I took you there.
Anyways. So me and my coworker, we decided to go up to the steps, okay? But before we got there, we parked next to this church, which is also by the college, right? And we parked there. I remember there was all these people working on the construction area, and they were all talking and blah blah blah. So we walked past them. Then we finally go up to the steps. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? What the fuck was that?
No. Continue.
Don't point at shit! Don't point at me!
Continue.
Just keep going with your story. It has to end.
Alright. Okay. Stop. Okay.
We're fine.
I need a drink.
Okay, so I go to the steps. Me and my coworker, we go to the steps. We see broken beer bottles. So obviously there's a bunch of people drinking by the steps. we reached the top. We finally reached the top, and I was like, yes, we're at the top, and nothing happens. I didn't encounter any ghosts. I didn't feel anything. I saw lots of graves, lots of old graves that were like from the 1800s. Nothing happened. Okay, so we go back down the steps slowly, and I was like, this was a huge waste of my time. And we start walking back to my car, and me and him, we're both sitting in the car, and all of a sudden we see a shining light coming towards us. It's just coming towards us, and it was a cop. And the cop knocks on my window, and he's like, excuse me, you guys are not allowed to park here in the church area. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. And he shines the light at me and my coworker, and then he shines the light at the back seat. And then he said, where's your friends? And I said, it's just me and my coworker, Brandon. And he's like, those people that were the construction people, they said there was 4 of you. And I was like, no, it's just me and Brandon. That's it. And they're like, oh. And it was just weird because on our way back to the car, we kept hearing footsteps. And I didn't hear it, but Brandon said he kept hearing giggling noises. So he felt like there was people behind us.
Okay.
That yeah, and this is real. This is real. Okay, I go home that night. I went home that very night, and I had a weird dream that I was being there's this church, and there was a clock of Jesus there, and in my dream the clock of Jesus attacked me, and he kept punching me in the chest. Okay. Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, I woke up and my nose was bleeding and my chest hurt. So.
Oh.
Yeah, my chest hurt, my nose was bleeding, and like it was like dried blood. Anyways, so. Yeah.
Pissed off Jesus.
Yeah, pissed off Jesus. Pissed off something. Anyways, and so. Yeah, I feel like something was following me. Something didn't like that I was there in the 1,000-step area. It didn't like that I was checking out the graves and like laughing, and I don't know what the hell I was doing up there, but yeah.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Light your incense.
That's what happened.
It's the other way.
Other way.
Oh, sorry. This way.
No.
And then I blow it.
Yes.
No.
Just don't blow out the candle. And then you put it in
Mm-hmm.
to where the no.
Other side.
The stick, and
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
there you go. You want it to point at you. There you go.
The
Sorry,
smoke-
guys. I'm totally new at this. Okay.
The
She's
smoke
new.
is a very cleansing. It's a barrier. It's
Thank you.
Okay.
So, my story is actually something that happened to me during an event that Witcher was present at, but was not currently with me during the time.
Okay.
So, we decided to go to a park that actually is kind of one of the ones that we normally go to. It's Lincoln Park.
Oh god, you're telling this story.
Yeah.
Oh god.
As we were there, me, him, and a few other people were there.
Uh-huh.
And it was a very interesting night because we were just deciding where.
That is fucking weird.
We're fine, just shut up.
I can't.
Go ahead.
This is so difficult.
So, as we were at Lincoln Park, me and a few friends, we were hanging out. Me and Witcher and
A couple other people.
our friend Elizabeth. Did call her that, right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
call her that.
I was asking if I called her that in my video.
No, you called her bitch.
That one
Bitch was there.
too.
Okay.
Yes.
That candle goes out.
yeah. Please
That's
don't blow
not a
the
good
candle
idea.
out.
Okay.
Sorry. Just.
I don't want the candle.
Well, as we were there, we were with a few other people that kind of were really new to magic. And it was this one girl that was kind of just with us. And she was kind of starting to show us like some of her like how she handles magic, like what she does with magic. So we were there, all of a sudden, something literally came at us.
What the fuck?
You're fine. That's, yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
Keep going. The story has to end or else
Something
it'll
literally
continue.
started coming at us. And we didn't know what it was. Like, just something all of a sudden freaked the hell out of... One, freaked the hell out of bitch.
Oh, yeah, she was pissed.
She was pissed and she was freaked out. And,
Takes a lot to stir her.
yeah. And me and bitch had a car. Me and bitch had a car. Bitch took her truck with Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
And I took my own car with the girl that was there and the, like, 2 other people that were with us.
Yep.
And as we were driving, I was following bitch.
It's true.
And I've never drived that fast in my whole lifetime
She drives pretty quick.
in residential areas. Now, residential areas in this neighborhood are 25 miles per hour. Just an FYI for you people. She was going 60. That's how freaked out and pissed off and scared she was.
Wow.
And I was still not keeping up.
I was in her passenger seat for the record.
As we were driving down this one road, Witcher and bitch literally took off down the road. Before I could hit the certain intersection, I had to slam on my brakes immediately. Because right before Witcher and Elizabeth passed the intersection, she slammed on her brakes. And she did a K-turn so fast. I've never seen a K-turn pulled off like that, but it was done excellently.
Bye.
I was wondering why. Because we were heading towards Witcher's house at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of was confused, so I kind of sat there for a second. As I sat there, I saw a giant shadow of, like, a cross between a panther and a wolf and bear, basically, just cross the street. And it didn't seem all too friendly.
That's what we saw. That's why we
But
did
it
that
also-
3-point turn and disappeared.
But it also didn't seem that dangerous. But it literally felt like death was standing right in front of us. I turned around so fast. I found my own way back. As we got back, I dropped the girl off in front of her house because it wasn't too far away. Me and Witcher and Elizabeth got together with the other 2 people we were with. And all we're talking about the incidents of what happened. But we came to realize that it wasn't over. There was a few other little things to come. But I'm going to end it there.
Yes. Oh my god.
Because that was the most scariest part of that whole night.
Oh my god.
It really was. That day. Yep. Still haunts me.
When you said that you saw something that was like a panther or a wolf, I like felt like, I don't know, like I felt something like a big aura around me. Kind of,
Ooh.
it didn't make me feel good, so I held myself.
Ooh.
Not good.
What's that? Toya's secret.
Yes.
Tell me.
Lynx.
How did your ghost story night with me go?
It was very interesting. I felt things I didn't want to feel. But I mean, I still felt safe within my circle. But I still felt things I didn't want to feel.
Are you still a little scared?
A little bit. I'm not sure if I can handle the rest of the story, but yeah.
You're good?
I'm good right now.
Okay. Gemini, how about you?
Doing good. Heard a lot more noises than I thought would be
Yeah,
heard
there
tonight.
was a lot of noises in the background while we were talking. Like as each person told the story, I kept hearing like and in the background. It really freaked me out. Alright.
FYI, this is going to be her channel.
This
Is going to be how her channel actually looks. Is her, in the middle of anything anyone else is saying, she will grab the camera and take advantage of it. So Gemini, my channel.
Toya's secret. Okay, go ahead.
So, yeah, I guess the moral of the story is anything before the word but is kind of pointless.
But then,
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah.
How about you, Witcher?
Witcher.
No matter how many times we do this ritual, I always have to do an extra cleansing of my home, and I have to fortify barriers and remind people don't tell that kind of shit in my house. And yet here we are in my altar room doing it all over again. But
Which, by the way, I thank you for the altar room
oh yes,
space.
of course, I love it.
Thank
I love
you,
it. I love
Witcher.
it. It's fine. But for the record, there is something astir in my home, and I have to go figure out what the frack that is. So yeah.
Keep a bundle of sage.
Yeah, everyone has one. We have
Sage,
many
we got
jars.
salt. We got your boundaries.
By the way, because I did not get around to actually asking this of any of you, is this your first or prior the first time of doing this kind of ritual?
This is probably my third.
Third? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
It's about our third.
Definitely not my first. Don't know how many. Don't want to really count them.
Okay.
Definitely my first, my very first, and I'm so happy it's being recorded right now for everyone in the world to see. So yes, this is my first, everyone. You get to see all this.
Yay, okay. Well, thank you everyone for spending the full moon with us here at Moonlight Grimoire. And I hope everyone has a great full moon. Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again, my friends. Blessed be.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.